Here's how to get better results from all our conversations. Today, I want to share with you some thoughts regarding how we can improve our communication skills and by so doing, improve the results we get from so many of our interactions with other people. Some years ago, I came across an interesting piece of etymology, some facts relating to the formation of a word and the development of its meaning over time. The word was sincere. The word comes from the Latin sine, cera, which means, surprisingly, without wax, and the story of the word is fascinating. In ancient Rome, statues were very popular, and it was definitely the in thing to have marble statues in and around your home. So as with any booming market, there was a great deal of demand, and more statue makers entered the game. As in all walks of life, there were some people who do a great job and some who don't. Now, some of the statue makers occasionally make mistakes, and the unscrupulous ones would fill in the cracks and blemishes in their statues with wax. Some of them became so good at this wax filling that it was extremely hard to spot the genuine article. The problem with the statues with the wax was this, that on a hot day, the wax would melt and run out of the marble, exposing the imperfection. Naturally, as a Roman, if you wanted to find a good statue to decorate your home, you went to the artisan marketplace and looked for booths that had a sign saying sine, cera, without wax. Our modern word sincere comes from the Latin sincerus. That is derived from sine, cera, without wax. So today, my concentration is on how we show genuine sincerity in our communications. Some time ago, I interviewed Brandon Bays. She's the author of that brilliant book, The Journey, in which she tells the story of how she removed a basketball-sized tumor from her stomach using just the power of her mind. Now, she was a fascinating person to meet, and one of the things she did still remains with me to this day as an abiding memory of sincere communication. Originally, it had been arranged that I would have half an hour with Brandon to interview her. And she's extremely busy. And that half an hour actually turned into 3 hours, including lunch with Brandon and her staff. The thing she did was this. She listened, but more than that, she totally concentrated when I was speaking to her. She treated me as though I was the only person in the world at that time, let alone the only person in the room. In some ways, it was slightly unnerving, but you can see where I'm going with this, can't you? The simplest way to let someone know that you sincerely want to spend time with them, however brief that amount of time, is to be focused on them, totally focused on them, to the exclusion of everything else and everybody else for that matter. Have you ever been in a conversation where the other person is looking over your shoulder to see who else is in the room? Have you ever done that to someone yourself? I know that I've been guilty of that occasionally. Naturally, having been the recipient of such focus from Brandon, I just had to ask her about it, and this is what she told me. She said that whenever she's in a conversation with someone, she totally concentrates on them. She doesn't think about what happened before. She doesn't think about what she's going to be doing afterwards. She just absolutely listens to them. She focuses. I mean, it sounds so simple, doesn't it? And yet, what a difference it would make to all the conversations we have. Perhaps you'll try it for yourself and see what happens for you. So how can we have less wax in our conversations and our communications? Well, here are some ideas for me. Number one, let's concentrate, let's focus, let's be in the moment for the person we're communicating with. Number two, say what we mean and mean what we say. And number three, be outwardly focused. And by that, I mean, think about how the other person will benefit rather than how we will benefit from the conversation. That comes later. I'm certain that when we do this more often, secure in the knowledge that what we give out, we get back, we'll have better conversations, better communications, and certainly give out and get back less wax. If you've enjoyed this video, there's plenty of my other videos about here. And in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson, until next time, I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.